Bless you. I mean, excuse me. I mean, Gesundheit. But really, though, let's talk about words and the different values and meanings and the origins that they have. Because a friend of mine, shout out to a digital soldier, was telling me about spelling. And you know why it's called spelling? Because, like, you're casting spells. Thing is, when you write, you're spelling, and you take different ideas, different concepts, different other people's concepts and ideas, as well as meshing your own into it, and you basically create a spell. You create an incantation. You create something to be recited. You create something to be reread over and over again and spoken. And the reason this is all important is because, like, we are all casting spells on ourselves. And the thing is, you think casting a spell is immobilis, transfobilis, destibilis, debatapata, like some crazy, I don't know, something just weird. But, like, we do spells every day. And spells every day could be, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not beautiful, I suck, I hate myself, I hate you, I hate this person, I hate that person, I wish death on this person. And saying all of these things, that is spells. That you are casting a spell. You are creating an energy and throwing an energy out there. The thing is, we think that we could just say whatever we want to and it has no backfire on us. There's a quote, it's like a Japanese proverb, and it said, be careful about the words that you speak. You have 1,000 warriors on the inside listening to you, and it's basically this idea that be careful what you say, because you're saying it consciously, but, like, subconsciously and unconsciously, you could be taking it a different way. You could be saying something. Typically when people be like, haha, I'm so ugly, or ha, I'm so stupid, like, you're not just saying that because, like, you're kidding about being dumb or anything. You low-key and you honestly do feel that way, and that's why it's spilling out in the heat of the moment. And you're using humor to kind of numb the pain, even though you really do feel that way. That's why a lot of comedians low-key got depression. Life low-key be sucking, because they're able to get their pain out in a humorous way. And we do the same thing. The way we hide our pain is we put humor on it. We add a different emotion to it. And to go back to spelling and creating and casting spells, you really need to be careful about what you speak and what you say, because most often you're saying negative things as opposed to saying good things about yourself. That's why I always recommend 5 things to be grateful for when you wake up every day in the morning. Program your minds to be grateful, to be happy about certain things, and watch it come to fruition. People have sucky lives, but everything they talk about sucks. Everybody wants to gripe. Everybody wants to have drama and, like, stuff like that. And I'm guilty of it too. Like, shoot, nobody can really escape that. But it's when we add so much into it and we get so caught up into it that we really lose sense of ourselves, and we lose how we really, like, feel and who we really are. And I feel like that's what happens nowadays, and people capitalize off that. People capitalize off the spells that you put on yourself as well as other people. Spells don't have to come from just yourself. It doesn't have to be you casting a spell saying I'm not worthy, and that's how it is. It can also come from other people. Other people can tell you you're not worthy. Other people can tell you things like that, and then it shapes your reality. You begin to think that way, and that's the spell taking effect. Because the thing, depending on how spiritually you are in tuned and how in tune you are with yourself, people can say things about you, and they can say you're this or you're that, but in your heart you're not that. You're not what they see you as, so it doesn't even get to you. But for some people, it does penetrate your inside. It does penetrate you, and it does hurt you. And the thing is, once that hurts you, it hurts because that belief is somewhat true. Not to them, because they could be joking for all you care, but that belief is true to you. That's why it hurts in the first place, because you think that you're not worthy. You think that there's a problem with you. That's why when people say something bad about you, that's why it actually hurts, because you feel that way. And I recommend anybody who does have a problem with something somebody else says about them, just think, why do I have a problem with that? What feeling did it give me? Is there something true about that statement? Not saying that you are the negativity that they're saying you are, but is there something about that belief? Is there something about that idea that you think is true about yourself? It's not about, am I ugly? Am I unlovable? Am I unworthy? It's more so about, do I agree to that? Do I agree that I'm unlovable? Do I agree that I'm unworthy? And that's really all it's about. Because these spells, the thing that people say, the things that people write, the things that people tell you about yourself, the image that they try to cast, like you cast a spell, I cast an image about you, I speak about you in a certain way, it develops an image. And what's more important nowadays, your self-image. You need to focus on that, because if somebody tarnishes your image, it can tarnish how other people see you, it can tarnish how you see yourself. But really, dang, I kind of just forgot where I was going with the other point. But anyways, back to it. But yeah, just really, oh, life is about agreements. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to try to do these videos without cutting anything. I'm going to cut that for sure. I don't even... Oh, okay, let's stop talking. Let's just stop talking. All right. All right. So, agreements. That's all life really is. Everything around you. It's just people agree on ideas. People agree on this notion. And that's how reality is. People agree that they're not lovable. People agree that they're not worth anything. And reality reflects that for them, because they believe that deep down. People can say that about you, but if you don't believe it, your reality won't reflect it. But if you do believe it, you're going to look and search for all those reasons that say, I am not worthy, I am not a lovable person. That's why, for everybody, I recommend, and let's get away from semantics, all right? Because everything that every religion, every philosophy talks about they point to the same thing. They take, I swear to you, it feels like when you investigate and learn about other religions, other cultures, there's a collective conscience, a collective consciousness that splits and fragments into the world, and everybody has a piece of truth, and it's all about finding that truth to you. And the thing is, and a lot of them, it's all about forming and making reality true to you, following your purpose and your path. And this is why I don't like to tell people what is morally right or what is morally wrong, because I shouldn't be doing that for you. You should be doing that for yourself. You're here to learn. You're here to develop a compass for yourself and to figure out what works best for me. Just because I do something doesn't mean it'll work for you. And you'll figure it out the hard way. Like in life, you'll be with people and they'll get caught up doing something, and you'll try to do it. The first time you do it, you get the worst punishment for it. The first time you do it, you're immediately caught up. Your life is ruined, But for other people, it's not like that. For some people, think of it like this. Some people who get hooked on drugs, some people, they do crazy drugs. I mean, all the time, yeah, but it doesn't really seem to affect them. But then, let's say, for instance, you do it, your whole life is ruined because now you're addicted, right? Like, you just weren't able, you were like, I can't do this. I got to have it all the time, and it affects your work, it affects your life, it affects all that. And that just shows you life is different. We're all different, right? And don't let anybody sell you or spell you any kind of philosophy on life that tells you this is how it should be, this is what it is. Because anytime you do that, you get lost. You get pulled away from your own energy, because deep inside, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. And the thing is, what you know is wrong, you don't really go searching for it because you know what's right and you do it all the time. Why worry about what's wrong if I'm right? You know, that's just something to think about. And really, like, breaking down words, think about it like this. I was thinking about the word muse earlier, you know, just break down, read a dictionary, read the antonyms, the synonyms, and you'll see a lot of the words that kind of make up our language, and you'll see how you're pulling different energies from the past and you're putting them into what you're saying. And the thing is, you just need to be really conscious of what you're saying, how you're saying it. You know, like when people think something is funny, what do we say? I'm dead. I'm weak. I'm sick. You know? But there comes a point where you say that so much, you could literally end up in the hospital. You could literally be dead. And I know it's going to take a lot of incantation. It's going to take a lot of feeling and emotion around that belief to actually put you in that position. But nonetheless, that's how it works. That's how it starts. And that is how you get into manifesting. You tell yourself, you do these affirmations, you see it in the world around you. You're able to say, I'm worthy of love. And you feel that. And every time you say that, you feel that. And then you go outside and you feel that. You sit in nature and you feel worthy of love. You feel loved all the time, and you just reflect that, and it starts bouncing back to you like an echo chamber. All right. So that's my little video on spells and basically manifesting. And the thing is, like, I'll do more videos on showing you how to, like, basically cast spells for yourself, because it's really simple, because all it really is just writing, you know? It's just writing, speaking. We do it all the time. I'm doing it right now as I talk to you, you know? Except this is becoming more of a ritual for me because I do it all the time now. But yeah, love and light, guys. Oh, something else I need to add about this. Whatever you say, it doesn't just go to the person you're talking to, it also goes to you. I see a lot of people right now, like, wishing death on Trump, and it kind of, like, disheartens me a little bit, but I'm not worried, because people going to do what they're going to do, right? But the thing is, like, you shouldn't wish death on anybody, because when you do that, you wish it on yourself. When you spew hate on people, you spew hate on yourself, you know? And it just comes back full circle. You know that, what is it? Take one of mine, I take 5 of yours. That's how it works, man. Like, that's why you always want to give the best and give the greatest parts of yourself to the world, because when you die, your flesh and bone rots. The thoughts and the memories that stayed with everybody, that's what's really cherishing. That's like gold. That's spiritual gold to people, you know? And they can think about these memories and the great times you had. And it's beautiful. And that's what you need to leave. Don't worry about materialistic objects. Just worry about that spiritual gold you want to leave with people. These moments you want to share with people. Make them feel awesome. Make them feel great about themselves. So they can do that for somebody else. And then it can just pass along through the eternity that is time. All right, but for real now, peace out, love and light. I hope you have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.